Hey, what's up, guys? Christian Van Buren here. I'm the co-founder of Ripple Effect Fatherhood. And in this week's solo segment, I want to speak out loud over openness. OPENNESS, right? So real quick, I just want to touch on this topic because it's something that I have experienced in my fatherhood journey this week, and it's something that I think is really important, and I want to share with my fatherhood community out there. All right, so for all my father figures, anybody who fills the fatherhood role, we just want to be as open as possible in our relationships with our kids, and our mentees. If you're somebody that's a mentor, right? Because that openness is really what opens the doors to a fruitful relationship, is what I've learned. All right, and so when we talk about being open, I'm talking about being open about things that are important to you as a father or as a mentor or father figure. I'm talking about being open about your relationships, right? Good or bad. And obviously being open about the things that are important to a productive and progressive relationship with your child or your mentee, right? And obviously use good judgment when it comes to what you're open about. And I think something that really spoke to me this week is that it's important to realize and understand early on that every relationship as a father or as a mentor, every relationship isn't going to be perfect, right? Every relationship isn't going to be pretty, but it's important to be open about even those things that maybe offend you or that you dislike or that you disagree with. It's important to not bottle things in, because if you're anything like me, like I've talked about in the past, you're an expert at bottling things in. And so some notes that I took about the importance of openness and what it can do for my relationship with my son as a father or myself as a leader, to anybody who I may be filling the fatherhood role for, is one, it builds trust, right? And trust, in my opinion, is something that's extremely essential to those relationships. Also, it builds confidence on both sides, right? Just like trust, it builds trust on both sides. It builds confidence on both sides. I want my son Kylan to be confident in being open about the things that are in here or in here with me and anybody else out there. And of course, right, the most important part to me is that openness gives me the opportunity to learn and know who Kylan is or who the mentee is as a person, as an individual person, which they are, right? They are their own individual person, their own unique person. And I want to know him for who he is, or if I'm a mentor to somebody, I want to know them for who they are to the best of my ability. And so that openness creates that space. And lastly, openness leaves no stone unturned. Well, it's important that no stone is left unturned, right? Because every minute that passes by means that we are just an inch closer to the ending credits of our life, right? And so I try not to make that too corny, but you guys get the idea, right? Nobody's promised tomorrow, and every day is its own journey, right? And so it's important that no stone is left unturned, because once those ending credits are here, we don't get to go back and relive our life, right? So I hope this blesses somebody. This is something that I learned in this week's fatherhood journey, right? And it's something that I wanted to speak out loud over in this week's solo segment. Feel free to leave comments, share your thoughts, and continue to build up our fatherhood community, because we need it. Make sure you always put your mental health first, right? As a father, put yourself first. Make sure you're good so that you can give your absolute best to everybody else that looks up to you as a leader, as a father, or somebody who fills the fatherhood role. As always, thank you guys for being here.